up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna...
Welcome back to the Madden 12 Batavia Colliders franchise. We are coming off a heartbreaking loss. You might have seen it in the conspiracy theory video. Everything went against us, but we shot ourselves in the foot at the end of the game and we lost. So now we're 2-1 and we are going to travel to the Tiki Pineapple Bikinis. So let's take a look at their roster.
Roster breakdown.
All right, at quarterback, they have Devin Frazier. He's an 88 overall. Their halfback is Moses Vaire. He's a 91 overall. He's backed up by Dontarius Wheeler. At fullback, Mike Reese. He's a rookie, signed to a 5-year contract, and he was drafted in the first round out of Texas. So a fullback, first round fullback. Wide receiver, Ladarius Cole, Dustin DiBenedetto, Evans Favor, Shaquem Verbal. He did better on the verbal portion of the SAT, I would imagine. Carol Ambrose and Tyler Richard. Quite a name, Verbal. Brennan Belton is the tight end. And the offensive line has an 82 at left tackle. Let's get after him. Ivory Pearson's a 91 at left guard. Their centers, Ladarius Craig, he's an 82. Right guard, Connor Sanders, he's an 87. And right tackle, PJ Crosby, he's an 86. So weakest place is left tackle, but a pretty good offensive line. Alan Copeland is a 90 overall. He's been in the league 2 years. He was drafted in the first round out of Ole Miss. At right end, Yvonne Aqua and Miles Berry. In the middle, Nevin Blackledge and Shundrez Powers. Left outside linebackers, Jonte Saunders. Middle linebackers, Vander Terry. And the right outside linebacker is Kyan Young. In the secondary, we've got Greg Williams out of Clemson and Justin Thompson. He's a rookie out of Oklahoma. 84 overall as a rookie. He was picked 3rd overall. So let's see. He's got 95 speed, 88 agility, 86 man coverage, 90 zone coverage. So he's a really good rookie out of Oklahoma. And he'll be starting. Free safety, Kerry Mathis. And strong safety, Barry Cousins. Their kicker is Connor Stevens. And their punter is E.J. Zorn. And that is the roster for the Tiki Pineapple Bikinis. We definitely missed our starting tight end last week. Let's check out the injury report. So Ron Lewis has 4 weeks to go with that fractured foot. And Jonte Saunders is the only guy on the Bikinis who is hurt. He's 5 weeks out with a partial MCL tear. And that is your injury report.
Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet and welcome your home team.
All right, welcome to Pineapple Bottom for 2014's Game 4, where the Batavia Colliders take on the Tiki Pineapple Bikinis. They are an AFC team represented from the Scuffle Dynasty Fantasy Football League. And they're going to start with Devin Frazier handing off to Moses Vaire, and that's Jake Jones, our rookie right end, bringing him down on the first play, gain of 1. Frazier back to pass now. Lots of time, but he's going to chuck it out of bounds. So that makes it 3rd and 9. You see Frazier's numbers on the year. Not stellar. And he is dropping back to pass, hit as he throws. Can Wright get there? He's hit by Elijah Wright, and he's unable to come up with it. That was Ladarius Cole, who couldn't bring it down in double coverage. So they'll punt it away to Phil Brown, and he's got a couple, and he's near midfield. So Colliders will have good field position to start this game, and they'll go to Brian Harris, who picks up 6 yards. Ahmad Mark will throw it to him again. This time the blocking does not materialize, and it's 3rd and 6. Mark to throw, and he had a man. He had the rookie, but he was unable to get it to him. So they're going to go for it on 4th down. And this time they've got the fullback, Jason Broussard. So a nice play to him. And now a handoff to Harris. Not much there. No gain. So 2nd and 10. Mark moving in the pocket. Tries to throw to Brian Harris and just misses. 3rd and 10. And now he's got Morgan Montoya. Found a little hole in the zone. And he's got a 1st down. They're at the 17-yard line. They'll give it to Brian Harris, who picks up about 3. And Mark to throw, and just standing there like a statue while 2 guys crush him to death. So that'll make it 3rd and 16. And he's just going to check it down to Brad Gillespie, and they will settle for the field goal by the looks of it. 4th and 7, and here comes Andy Gary. And he's got the kick up, and it's through. So, defensive stop, and then the Colliders take it down the field and kick a field goal to go up 3-0. Devin Frazier goes back to work, and he's got Ladarius Cole for a big gain this time, 20 yards. 1st and 10, they hand off to Moses Vaere. He's got some running room as well. Picks up about 4 there before Elisha Wright tackles him. So Frazier to throw again. And he's going long. Mahan is there, and Mahan cannot do anything. He misplays the ball when Darius Cole comes down with it. A huge gain, and that'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Bikinis are in business. All right, Devin Frazier under pressure throws it to Dustin DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto is not able to get in, so 2nd and goal. And this time they go to Vaere, and he powers in for the touchdown. Tiki Pineapple Bikinis take the lead. Kick is up and good, and now it's 7-3. Colliders will see what they can do with their next drive. Kick is up and away, and downtown Phil Brown picks it up at the goal line. Picks up a block and gets past the 20 to the 22. And they will go to Brian Harris, and he's got a little bit of room on the right-hand side. Picks up 6 yards, but he's averaging less than 3 yards per carry in this one. They'll go to him again, this time a little more room, and he's got the 1st down. Now he's averaging more than 3 yards per carry. Back to the well, and this time he is going to be dropped for a loss. So that's exactly 3 yards per carry now. Fake, and ball is up and way out of bounds. So that'll make it 3rd and 11. Ahmad Mark to throw. He's got Brandon McNair, the rookie, and McNair is hurt. He's close to the 1st down, but 4th and 1. They go for it, and Ahmad Mark, I think he's got it. Ahmad Mark with the quarterback sneak gets the 1st down, and here's Harris on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go, so that'll make it 2nd and 9. Mark back to pass. This time he's got Antion Pahodie, and Pahodie gets 6 yards, making it 3rd and 3. Montoya in motion. Mark to throw it. He gets it out to Jason Broussard, and they're going to come up short again, and it looks like once again they'll be lining up to go for it on 4th and 1. Mark changing the play perhaps, and he's got it. Just a burst through the center. He had a huge hole, and he's got the 1st down. So 2 4th down conversions for the quarterback. Oh, and a nice handoff to Harris. Mark was about to get decked, and Harris got through. 9-yard gain there. This one goes out to Gillespie for the 1st down. Brad Gillespie still playing for an injured Ron Harris. There he is again for another 1st down. And Mark to throw. This is too far. And that one is also out of bounds. I meant to say Ron Lewis, not Ron Harris, the tight end. Here's Brian Harris, and he's got a first down on the draw play. First and goal from the 7. Trying to get on the board before the end of the second quarter. Brad Gillespie gets it at the 1, and here's a pitch play. Harris finds the corner for a touchdown. So now that is a touchdown in 4 straight games for Brian Harris. Kick is up and good. And the Colliders reclaim the lead with just 22 seconds left in the half. Brian Harris up to 42 yards rushing and a touchdown. So putting together a pretty decent first half after a slow start. Moses Baere has something to say about that, though, as he goes untouched for about 15 yards before he finally gets tackled. So Devin Frazier now in position to throw it, but he gets sacked. That is Alexander Williams, big old number 99, our best player on the team at a 97 overall. And now Travis Thomas comes in and lays the hit on Baere, and that'll take us to the end of the first half, with the Colliders holding a narrow 3-point lead over the Tiki Pineapple Bikinis. Bikinis have to kick it off to start the second half. And here's downtown Phil Brown taking it at the 5. Can he find any running room? Breaks one tackle, but can't break another. Ball at the 28. Ahmad Mark back to throw, and he's got Morgan Montoya, who gets loose. He avoids the first tackler, and he is gone. Just like that, a 72-yard touchdown pass to Morgan Montoya, our first ever first-round draft pick. Andy Gary kicks it through, and one play into the second half, and the Colliders are up 17-7. Nice play by Morgan Montoya. I think they tried to run press coverage on him, and he escaped. So now Moses Baere gets held up by Jake Jones and finished off by Leon Stewart. They'll go back to him, and he finds a little more room this time, and he's got the first down, falling forward. So 1st and 10, Palmer in motion. And here's another play to the running back. Leon Stewart comes in again for that one. And they'll just keep going to him, and he's going to keep getting yards. So another first down. He's up to 50 yards rushing. Another play to Baere, and the Colliders don't seem to have an answer for this running attack. 2nd and 1. Here's a pitch, and Baere's got the first down. Palmer in motion, and this time it's a passing play, and that is out of bounds. They should never put the ball in Devin Frazier's hands. It should always go to the running back. Frazier to throw for it again, and that is a break for the Colliders as he misses Brennan Belton, the tight end. So 3rd and 10, lots of time, but he throws it out of bounds. So interesting play calling. Colliders prove that they cannot stop Moses Baere, and then they just have their bad quarterback throw it out of bounds 3 times. This one goes into the end zone. Colliders will take over. Ahmad Mark under center. He's the rookie. Nice blitz pickup, and they've got Montoya again, but he drops it. So a good throw, not a good catch. Here's Brian Harris receiving the handoff, and that'll make it 3rd and 4. Collider's not great on 3rd down, but they are pretty good on 4th down. So Montoya does catch this one. He's got 3 catches for 97 yards now. So new set of downs. And Mark can't escape the rush there. Copeland with the sack. So that'll make it a second and a long 19. And they're just going to run it. And he's got blockers. And Harris picks up most of that. 15-yard gain. He's up to 63 yards rushing on the day. Mark throwing under pressure. Gets it off to Gillespie, who makes a acrobatic catch over the middle. And Ahmad Mark is having a pretty decent game as we head to the final frame. Colliders up 17-7. Mark to throw. He's got Morgan Montoya on the middle screen. And Montoya goes over 100 yards receiving as he converts the first down. So 5.5 minutes left in this game. Collider's looking for another score to put it away. And Brian Harris finds some rushing room there. And here's a play fake, and Mark just gets it off, it looks like, before he's hit. So not fooled by the play action. And this one goes to the fullback, Jason Broussard, for a first down. Nice extra little option to have coming out of the backfield, something we haven't had really. This is a handoff to Harris. He's not able to get anywhere as Aqua tackles him. So Mark will throw. And he's got a diving Montoya for the touchdown on the corner route. What a play by Morgan Montoya. This ball is actually placed perfectly out of reach for the defender. And Morgan Montoya just laying out for it like a boss. So that's going to make it 24-7. Colliders go up by 17, and they just need to play a little bit of defense now. Morgan Montoya, huge game for him, a 2-touchdown game for him. Pineapple Bikinis will start at the 20-yard line after the touchback on the ensuing kickoff. Moses Fieri gets this, and he's got running room. He's up to 73 yards rushing. Time is working against them, but that running game is really what is working. But here he is out of the backfield, and Centennial Cheeseboro has to knock him out of bounds after a big play. First down. Palmer in motion. And why not? Go back to Viere. And he's got another first down, up to 85 yards rushing. They have no answer for this running game. The answer is to make them pass or just hope they pass. But this time they actually complete a pass, and Reese gets 18 yards on the play. Frazier to throw again. That one is almost intercepted by Ronald Taylor, their right outside linebacker. He's the rookie with speed, picked up off the scrap heap. He's a 68 overall. Belton, the tight end, gets this one, and he's down to about the 4, and they killed him, folks. He's dead. So first and goal, I would expect to see Viere here. Di Benedetto in motion, and they're going to throw for it. And that's a mistake as they throw it right to Elijah Wright. And it would have gone to Cheeseboro if Wright weren't there. Okay, the quarterback giving chase, but he's able to move him back inside. And after a 74-yard return, Elijah Wright is tracked down as he just seemed to be out of gas. Ahmad Mark with some good numbers on the game so far. Can he add to that? That's the question. 2:44 left, and they're going to fake it to Harris, and they're going to go long. They've got Brad Gillespie, and they are down inside the 10 at the 6-yard line. So Mark to throw. No one seems to be open, and he's going to get sacked. Injury timeout, but it wasn't the quarterback, thankfully. Here's Harris, and he's going to try the left side and get a touchdown, his second of the day. That's going to put him at 5 touchdowns in 4 games. I believe 5 touchdowns is how many he had all of last season. So Brian Harris puts them up 31-7. He's having a good game out there. 81 yards on the ground. You love to see it. So now the Bikinis will try something. Devin Frazier to throw. And Ladarius Cole is knocked down by Elisha Wright. Frazier under pressure. This one is just thrown away. 3rd and 4. Frazier to throw again. No rush coming, but Jamel Walker's able to tackle him on the check down to Viera, and they will punt it away. Nothing's fine. I'm Zorn punts it to downtown Phil Brown, who gets it to about the 29. Ahmad Mark will just hand it off here, and Harris finds a little bit of running room up the middle, about 6 yards. And they're just going to try to work this clock with the running game, I would presume, but that one does not work. Oh no. And now Brian Harris is injured. That's not good because all we've got is a 70 overall rookie behind him. Gillespie is the first on herniated disc. So a herniated disc sounds like that might be more than just this game. So Ahmad Mark misses the fullback this time. 2nd and 10. But he's got A.J. Muse on the slant. Muse has a first down. So with a minute left, they're still trying to move the ball into scoring range. Mark to throw. He's got, well, he had a fullback. I don't know if he was ready for it. Jason Broussard had a bounce off of him. And that one is batted back in Ahmad Mark's face, so all of a sudden it's 3rd and 10. So Mark to throw. He's got it out to Brown, Phil Brown. Not enough yards for the first, so this time they will kick another field goal. And Andy Gary does put it through, making it 34-7. Don't know why he has those big, like, elbow pads on. He's a kicker. Frazier's going to throw this one too far, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Bad game for Devin Frazier. Another one is up, and DeMarcus Coleman is there to bat it away, making it 3rd and 10. And Frazier gets hit. Belton catches it, so Brennan Belton not injured for long. He's back in the game. Not enough for a first down, though, so they'll punt it away to Phil Brown. And Brown gets a little bit of room on the edge, so they've got 17 seconds left and 1 timeout. What can they do with it? Going long, and that's just thrown out of bounds, so Ahmad Mark does not have very good deep accuracy at all. They'll try the running back, Will Davis, out of Oklahoma. He picks up 4, and they call a timeout. They'll have time for about 1 more play, most likely. Mark will throw it, and he's got Will Davis, the backup running back. It'll be 4th and inches, but that won't matter because the game is over. A resounding win for the Batavia Colliders as they bounce back from the conspiracy theory game that they lost. They kind of gave that one away at the end, but there was nothing to give away this time. Just a dominating performance, scoring 34 points and only giving up 7. Ahmad Mark back over 100 for the rating. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing, Brian Harris had 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. His best game of the season, but a herniated disc might keep him out for a while, so we'll get a chance to see Will Davis. Brad Gillespie with 7 catches. Morgan Montoya was your player of the game with 2 touchdowns. And once again, the MO of this quarterback is to spread the ball around. Brandon McNair was also injured in that game. We'll have to see what his deal was. They didn't actually tell us. All right, Elijah Wright had 8 tackles in that game. So you don't love it when your free safety is your leading tackler. But it is what it is. The running back kept getting into the secondary. DeMarcus Coleman and Ronald Taylor with passes defensed. And Andy Gary added a couple more field goals to the old resume. And Phil Brown, 2 kick returns, 3 punt returns. One of his better days returning punts. So another good win with 3-1 going out of the first quarter of the season. So you like to see that. Come back again next time. Peace.